Hello and welcome to Aquarium Plant Index. Today we are going to be talking about the Tiger Lotus, often labelled as Nymphaea Zenkeri Red in the aquarium world, and it is a striking and bold centrepiece plant that can bring a serious wow factor to any aquascape. Native to Eastern Africa, this plant is actually a type of aquatic lily, the Nymphaea Lotus, and it is especially popular in its red form for its dramatic coloration and unique leaf patterning. The Tiger Lotus produces large oval heart-shaped leaves that range from deep red to brownish red, often with dark tiger-like mottling, hence the name. The coloration and intensity of the spotting and the pattern can depend upon the lighting, the nutrient availability, and even the individual plant's genetics. One of the interesting things about the Tiger Lotus is its growth habit. So when planted in the substrate, it sends out short stemmed leaves that stay quite low and compact that are perfect for mid-ground placement. However, if you do leave those untrimmed, they will eventually start sending up long stemmed leaves to reach for the water surface and eventually form a floating lily pad. And whilst that is beautiful, these floating leaves can actually block out light to the plants that sit below. So regular trimming is essential if you want to maintain a balanced aquascape and ensure that the plants that are below don't suffer from any lighting issues. So Tiger Lotus generally prefer a nutrient-rich substrate and they benefit greatly from root tabs. They are generally a very hungry plant and they can actually deplete the nutrients quite quickly for other plants in the aquarium, so ensuring regular fertilisation and root tabbing monthly or bi-monthly is key to its success. Whilst it can survive in low-tech setups, it really thrives in tanks with moderate to high lighting and consistent fertilisation. Interestingly, you don't have to plant the bulb in substrate and you can almost just leave it balanced on wood and it will grow, albeit it will be a lot slower. Quite often when you receive a Tiger Lotus, it usually just comes in a bulb form and it might not have any leaves on it, and that's completely normal. So when planting the bulb, don't fully bury it and make sure that you leave the top half exposed. Burying it completely can actually cause it to rot. But once it's settled and happy, the bulb will quickly sprout leaves, and fairly quickly, with the right care, it will start growing beautiful leaves in the aquarium. This plant can get quite large, so be mindful of tank size. In smaller tanks, regular pruning is a must to keep it from dominating the scape. One of the most amazing things about the lotus plants is that they can actually flower. Whilst it is kind of rare for a tiger lotus to flower in a typical aquarium setup, it's certainly not impossible. For flowering to occur, generally the plant needs strong, consistent lighting, plenty of space for leaves to reach the surface, and a mature, healthy bulb. Additionally, stable water conditions and balanced nutrients are also key. High energy setups with CO2 and strong lighting may increase the chances of flowering, while smaller or low-tech setups may not provide the ideal conditions. In the right environment, you might be rewarded with a beautiful pink or purple plant, but be prepared, it can take a while and patience is key, but it's definitely worth it to see the beautiful flower. If a flowering lily is what you're after, you could consider the Nymphaea helvola. This is a dwarf lotus and it's generally used in ponds, but it can be used in larger aquariums. These two tend to flower a little bit easier than the tiger lotus, so it is a good option if a flowering lily is your goal. The Tiger Lotus really is a stunning and low maintenance showpiece that adds a vibrant colour, bold texture and an almost ethereal vibe to any aquarium. When paired with finer leaved plants like delicate grasses, the contrast really is striking, especially as you watch the broad leaves gently sway in the current, creating a sense of movement and tranquility in your aquascape. Let us know if you've ever tried a tiger lotus before, or which type of lotus is your favourite to use in an aquarium, and if you've ever had it flower before. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe so that you can see more of them, and we will see you on the next episode of Aquarium Plant Index.